And yay, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I have wanted one of these for a long time. So many good things you can do with it.
You can make spells.
I could make spells.
Oh, is that just TV? Okay, never mind.
That would be
I'm still excited, though.
that would be a cauldron and not really this. So the only deaf guys saw you lurking today.
I did. I was very busy at work.
Yeah. And if you guys haven't checked out, the only deaf guy, if you haven't checked out Connor in the mornings, make sure you do that. You could make a dram. Yep. So maybe that's what you're thinking of. Instead of a spell, more of a dram. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, if that makes me sound smarter, that's what I meant.
Yeah, it looks dram sized. I think we could do a dram in this, right? And then make them drink it. Thank you so much. This is like amazing. So thank you so much, Pops. What a great anniversary gift. So my technical streamiversary would have been on Sunday, but we're celebrating it this next Sunday, since I was out of town, having sparkling wine and some amazing food with amazing company, because I was with Kelsey and my cousin, so it was great. Yes, thank you so much. Yay! Okay, we'll see if we can, boy, we got a lot to do on the streamiversary, but maybe we can work with that on that day.
But I'm sure you'll be using it soon.
I will be using it soon. I mean, I may start curing it tomorrow. I have all day off tomorrow, so I may start grinding some rice in there
nice.
too. You mean you have to work tomorrow?
I guess I don't have to.
I'm gonna go to yoga. I may go to yoga again. I'm gonna get my nails done. Day of leisure. So thank you so much. That's so amazing. I'm so excited. Okay. Oh, we've got a light. Hey, is that better?
I was like, why does Dana look like she's in the dark?
Now I'm in the light.
That's how she works.
I was in the dark. I forgot to turn it on. Okay. So let's see. We have a bunch of stuff to make, and I know green beans are going to be kind of last in the searing of the fish, but what we're going to do today is sous vide. Day off that. Fajita Phantom will write you a note. You will have a note. I have got back here, I'm pretending this is plugged in, but it's really not. Okay, so we've got over here my sous vide, and I've got a container that was with a top on it that was actually made for it, but you don't need that. You can use if you've got a really big stock pot, that's what I used before I had this, or just a big tub. If you've got a big plastic tub, you can use that. Keeping in mind your food's not ever going to touch the water that's in there. It's going to be in a bag. Ooh, I got to get that stuff out. I haven't done that yet. And this one's kind of cool because it has a Bluetooth feature, so I can actually control it from my phone. But what's nice about a sous vide, and we're doing halibut today. We're gonna do it at 140. What's really cool about it, hello, there's Robbie.
Hi, Brittany.
Hi, Brittany. Hello. Anyway, so what I love about a sous vide, especially if you're doing anything that you're reverse searing, is it's going to take your food to exactly the temperature that you want it at, and it's also going to infuse. I know I can't find the brick for that, so I'm not really sure what to do about that at the moment. Robbie's a little worried because I can't find the little brick for I'm sure it ended up in somebody else's suitcase since we all had iPhones. You know what I mean? He doesn't, he's looking around. Anyway, so we're gonna put it in there. I love it because it takes it right to the temperature that you want it at. I've got it at 140. I may drop it down a little bit because if you cook the fish, if you cook halibut to 140, you get more of a firmer texture to it. If you like your fish to be a little softer and silkier, you go down to about 135, at least for halibut. So what am I gonna do first? I probably need to get the halibut ready and in little bags. You want to try and do something where you can take, how many of you guys use sous vides? Do any of you use them? I'm going to need this sous vides, immersion circulators. Can you plug that in for me momentarily? Or have used them. I love it. I don't get it out often enough. It is fun. So one of my favorite things to do, and I did do this on stream last year in the summer, is I did a ribeye and we brought it exactly to the temperature we wanted it cooked at. And then I took it out and I put it in the fridge and I let it dry out overnight, because I had to make 2 of them because I had to do one the day before, so it would be here overnight. Anyway, so it dries out, kind of starts concentrating the flavor, and then you can throw it in the pan with a bunch of butter, or you can throw it on the grill, and all you've got to do is sear it, because it's already cooked to the temperature that you like, which for me is medium rare. So it's a lot of fun to play with. I've done lamb, and this is actually the first time I'll be doing fish in there, so we'll see how that goes. And I have one of the oldest food savers ever. I keep thinking of buying one, and I'm like, this one is still working, so do I?
For the most part, anyway.
Mostly, yeah. Sometimes it doesn't suck as much all the air out that I want it to. And I've got 2 fillets here. This, by the way, is an Alton Brown recipe from Good Eats 4. Now, he says to do 4 to 5 ounce fillets. My guy cut them a little bit bigger than that, so they're actually probably a little closer to 8 ounces. But it doesn't matter, because the sous vide's gonna cook it and hold it at the right temperature. All right, this may be loud. All right. So what does he want me to do with these? He wants me to slice one of the lemons. So we're gonna slice this. It smells like something's cooking. We're not cooking anything yet, are we? I don't think I'm cooking anything yet. So we want some thin lemon slices. And the other thing that's cool about a sous vide is that if you're putting it into a vacuum bag like I am, the flavor's like next to the food, just like that, next to the food, and get into it. And yeah, then you're cooking it, and it's awesome. Okay, so what did I just do with the bag that I just made?
You lost it already?
Here, I put this on here. It's one of those days, apparently. Yay! We want to dry these off first, and then salt them, and then we're gonna get them in the bag. I'm gonna set that over there so I don't get raw fish on it. We don't want raw fish in our biscuits. Yeah, these are pretty dang big fillets here. You know what else I like in the sous vide? I've done those Starbucks egg bites in there, and those are pretty awesome too. And I do those in mason, like wide mouth mason jars. All right, let's try those. I don't know why I washed my hands since I have to touch the fish again.
You didn't want the fish to get dirty.
Apparently. All right, I'm gonna pour some salt in my hand. And put that salt on there. Earlier today, I was busy in the kitchen earlier today. I made the flour. I got some preserved lemons going. So, Kelsey, fish! It is fish. And you have been around for 1 whole year. That is amazing. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I'll have to show you in a second. Did you just get here, Kelsey? If you don't know, Kelsey is my daughter. Were you here when I opened my gift from Pops? Oops, my apron fell off. Robbie, I think I have forgotten how to stream because it's been a whole week.
1 week and you forget everything.
I did. You did see it. Yay. Can't wait till you get here. We'll be making some guacamole and that. Some salsas. Play with some other stuff we can make in it.
Oh, she changed that to, no, I didn't see it. I just got here.
Oh, you just got here. Thank you. I'll have to show you in a second, but I'm going to put this in here. So all I did, salt and lemon. So this is how it's going to cook. And then what we'll do when it comes out is we're going to reverse sear it. So it's going to be completely cooked. We'll take it out, then we'll sear it. And then we're going to have a nice brown butter almond sauce on it. It's going to be awesome. Eris, hello. How are you doing? We always miss you. So I got this because I used to buy stuff in bulk all of the time. What? I don't know. Why are you looking at me funny? Okay, that one. See how sometimes this one just doesn't want to seal. We'll try that again. I may need to get a new one. It's kind of annoying. Okay, let's try that one more time.
I thought you said this one works.
It usually does. But like I said, it's also very old school. I've had it for over 20 years. It's sucking air out. Come on. Suck more air out.
Maybe it's camera shy.
It must be. This is annoying for me as much as it's annoying for you. I will tell you, if you don't have like a food saver or a vacuum thing, it's so awesome because I don't know if you guys were around, but there was a time where there were lots of foods you could buy and you could just boil it in water. You can do the same thing with this if you don't have an immersion blender.
Hey, that sound means it's finally.
Well, I pressed a button, which means I didn't get all the air out of it, but that's okay. We got most of the air out of it. So you could use, if you don't have this, you can totally use, oh, I see what the problem was. It was a little wet. You can always put it in like a plastic bag of some sort, and then you'll have to make sure you get as much of the air out of it as you can and sink it in there. Okay, so that's just about ready for the fish, but we got lots of other stuff to do, and the fish only needs about probably 20-ish minutes in there. What?
Pops.
Oh. It isn't. So what's great about this is that it'll keep your food from getting freezer burned much better if it's working. If it doesn't get all the air out like mine, it'll get freezer burned just the same as it does in anything. But I used to buy a lot of things at Costco, and I still do sometimes. You've probably seen me, well, maybe you haven't seen me pull stuff out. Anyways, I still sometimes go to Costco, buy stuff, and then I sit here and package it up, and I measure it, like weigh it, not measure, but weigh it, put how much it is in there, what it is when I put it in the freezer. And sometimes you can get stuff a lot cheaper that way, buying in bulk. If I have something like strawberries or other fruit that's about to go bad, I'll clean it and stick it in the bags, and then I'll stick it in the freezer and I'll use it for smoothies. So it's handy, handy, handy. Okay, so this is supposed to go in there if they were about 5 ounces for about 20 minutes, this is probably gonna need to go a little bit longer in here. My sous vide is at 140, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my meat in there and let it cook. If it's in there a little bit longer, the good news is it's in a bag. It's gonna keep the juices in the bag. And I'm gonna need to weigh this down because there's air in the bag. So let's get something heavy to put on top. The trick to this is you don't want to put anything that's going to stay in one place because you really want the air to circulate. That's not going to work. Come on.
Can we have Rocky just sit on it?
Nope, we cannot. I might have to put this in another bag. There's too much air in that. Okay. And I just put everything away. I just put everything away. We're gonna do that again. Hello, welcome to Dana's Kitchen.
What's your catchphrase again about mistakes and so people
I
don't
make
have
mistakes so you don't have to. So when I met Alton Brown, I need you to plug this back in again. When I met Alton Brown, and I told him, and I said, yeah, I make mistakes for my, told him, you know, you were an inspiration for me doing a stream, and I said, and I make a lot of mistakes, and he goes, I make mistakes all the time, and I said, I know! I probably shouldn't have said that.
You didn't mean it like that.
I didn't, but after I said it, I went, oh, crap.
You had 30 seconds, Dana. 30 seconds to not be insulting.
Didn't work. I gotta do one side, because if I don't do one side first, it'll just fall all the way through to the floor. And then no dinner.
Well, dinner for the dogs.
I don't think I want them eating raw fish either.
Rocky will not care.
Water's going everywhere. Dana's making a mess. All right, let's try that again. And let's try not to get the top of this wet. I mean, the fish should be pretty dry, except it's not. Oh, see, I'm glad I pulled it out because I don't think that was sealed all the way either. Because it looks like water got in there.
When the
Don't
machine
worry.
works, this process is pretty quick.
It is. When the machine is not working, and then now there's water all over the floor, which is also not good, since it's a wood floor. Don't worry, I will sanitize this area before we move on to anything else. Now let's see if this will work. Now it's working. Hello, gamer Dominic. Welcome in. I'm just doing something for the second time. There we go. Now, see now look, no air. No air in that bag. Now it should sink to the bottom of the sous vide. And it does. I need to wipe this floor up real quick. Here, I'll just do it with my paper towel on my foot. All right, let's make, let's see here. What do we do next? How about some biscuits?
Wait, there's more? You're doing more than just putting fish in a bag?
I am. I think I'll do biscuits because if those can sit, if those get done. But I do want to clean the counter off since there's fish juice on it. We don't want fish juice in our biscuits. So Gamer Dominic, what brought you over today? Welcome in. We're making some halibut with a brown butter almond sauce. We're doing some risotto, and we are going to do some gluten-free biscuits. And it'll be the first time I'm attempting these from Alton Brown. We're gonna make a cocktail in a little bit. So we got all sorts of stuff going. Biscuits. And of course, I don't want to forget to thank Fallen Age, who's always here helping moderate, which is awesome. Look, I've made a mess over here too, Robbie. Can you see the mess? Thank you, Itoyade. Did I say that right? Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Welcome in. It's good to see you. You know that everybody, that's getting us we're so close to 1,000 followers. I'm so excited. And when we get there, when we get there, it's going to be Robbie and me having a cook-off. And you will have an opportunity to help or sabotage. Both of us, either of us. You can pick a team, you cannot pick a team. Totally up to you. Okay, so. Oh, did you not hear that, Kelsey? That's what we're doing? That's what we're doing. I'm excited about it. Okay, so we need 2 cups plus 6 tablespoons, sift the flour, baking powder, baking soda, and salt together in a large mixing bowl. Well, now I gotta get something else out so I can sift all of this. So, this is how I'm gonna sift. I have my mom's old sifter, but I have found that this works much faster than the old ones. Did you guys ever have those little metal ones and it had the handle and had the little thing on the inside that would go back and forth and you put stuff in and sift it? So, I can't believe I didn't ever tell you about that. Yeah, so we haven't decided what we'll make yet, but we'll make something, but each of us has to make it. So 2 cups of my gluten-free flour mix that I made up earlier today.
I'm pretty sure I'll do a good job of sabotaging myself.
Robbie's like, please don't sabotage me. 2 cups. And this is Alton Brown. Let me make sure that is the cup. Since we have had that problem before, that I have picked up the wrong measuring cup. You have one Fallen Age? Yeah. I love them because of nostalgia. Oh, I still need some of that. Where's my tablespoon? Do you have any idea where the tablespoon is? So I need 2 cups plus 6 tablespoons because he likes to use weight and my scale doesn't do grams. And I did do this earlier by weight, but I had to keep asking Google, how much of everything it was, like in ounces, because I'm an American. Okay, I'm gonna need 6 tablespoons. This is, oh, Robbie found it. Yay. That'll be faster, because then I only need 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm counting. I'm trying to not get distracted. That was 4, right? 5, 6. That was for your entertainment.
Uh-huh.
Here we go. And that just makes sure we don't have any big lumps. Makes it nice and fluffy. And it's gonna have a lot of butter in it. See, these are the potato flakes. The potato starch. No, that's probably the milk. So that's not gonna make it through the little things. So we're gonna call that good. We'll see. I also need to put some baking powder, so we need 5 teaspoons of this. That's a lot. I don't think I've ever had anything that needed 5 teaspoons of baking powder. I hope there's enough in here. 1.
How many are you making?
You know, I didn't even look. 8. 3.
Just as long as it's not like 50.
4. 5. You got to keep me honest here. That's not quite a teaspoon. There we go. And then we need baking soda. We need half a teaspoon of that. That seems way more reasonable. Does anybody else out there, have you had luck? Have you tried gluten-free biscuits? Have you had luck making them? I'm just now kind of getting into, in this past year, trying to find recipes I can make that are gluten-free as opposed to going in paying like $7 for a loaf of bread. We need a teaspoon of salt. All right, let's go with my 1/4 teaspoon. We'll do 4 of those so we don't contaminate the salt. 3, 4. Okay, now we want to mix that up in here. Make sure we don't just get a big lump of, baking soda or baking powder in one place. And now, I need to turn the oven on too. That would be helpful. Let's see, does it tell me where? How much? What? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, we're gonna have to chill these for 30 minutes anyway. Okay, 450, go ahead. Do 450. Now, and this is very important, because I've made biscuits on here before with recipes that said melt the butter, which I was really iffy about at the time, because when you're baking stuff, how your butter shows up when you're making it makes a big difference in the textures. And when you have melted butter, things turn more dense, like say a brownie or certain kinds of loaf breads that you don't use yeast, non-yeast breads. When you want things to be kind of, I'm trying to think of the word, like light, like a cake, then what you do is you cream the butter and the sugar together, right? And when you want things to be flaky or crunchy, you want to use super cold butter. Especially if you want it to be flaky, because as it cooks, it steams and it gives you those layers, those nice layers. So I sliced 7 tablespoons of butter, and we're going to put it in here. He says to work it with your hands. I'm going to start with the pastry cutter first, only because if I use my hands are warm, it's going to warm the butter up. And you want to do this as quickly as you can. Here's my pastry cutter. So yeah, if you're making like pie crust, scones, anything like that, you want to use super cold butter. And in some instances like scones, you'll probably want to grate the butter and then let it get really cold again. Robbie's trying to, Dana, nobody can see what you're doing. This is why I have him. Problem with the really cold butter when you've got this is it sticks to it a lot. So did you guys do anything fun over the weekend? We, mostly in Sonoma, we were trying places that had good bubbles. So we went to a place called Iron Horse. It's pretty rustic. Uh-huh. You freeze your biscuits and run the flour butter through a food processor. Oh, okay. And the food processor doesn't melt the butter too much, because I would think the heat of the motor and the friction Might heat it up. All I'm saying is that when we did the melted butter for the biscuits, they were super dense. They did not rise at all. And so the flavor was fine, but it didn't have the texture. And honestly, for a biscuit, I think the texture is the thing. You went to a drive-in? I haven't been to a drive-in in ages. Do you want to get the buttermilk out for me? I think it's in the other fridge. It might be in this one. You might want to check this one first. Light bursts on it. On the food. Oh, I see what you're saying. So it must be in the other fridge. We're going to use buttermilk. We're making buttermilk biscuits. And so what we're trying to do here, and I just took that out. You can't even see what I'm doing. You guys got to call me on that. I fixed it. I fixed it. Is we're trying to get like little pea shapes in here. That means that our butter's broken up enough and coated in some flour. And when it's like that, then we will add the buttermilk. And once we add the buttermilk, we don't want to manipulate this too much. We want to let it rest and let all the pieces of this like hydrate. Okay, so can you get me a measuring cup? But there we go. I mostly got, these aren't quite, we'll just keep working it here for a minute. I just don't want the butter to melt too much. Can I measure 1 1/4 in it? Yes, 1 1/4 cups. Wait, over here. I need 1 1/4. Does that mean there's one? We gotta get one out of the dishwasher. Usually we try to run the dishwasher and have all the dishes clean. We did not do it this time. All right, that looks pretty good. Does it need to be washed? Okay. Now we wait. We wait for the dishwasher. All right, stir with a wooden spoon. That's what we're gonna do next. So let's see, Kelsey, you can help me remember. We went to Iron Horse where we had all bubbles, I think. Hey, thank you. Let's see, Titanium Nub. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh my goodness. So let's see. Yeah, because we don't want water in here. Come on. You know where the towels are in there. We got buttermilk. So we're gonna put some buttermilk in here. And then it looks like we're gonna work it on a floured surface and keep doing the thing. That's what I'm saying. It's doing the thing. Put that down there. Because I'm gonna need I'm talking in half sentences. I'm finishing the sentences in my head, or I'm starting them. I know, but words are hard. Words are hard. So now, let me get your opinion on this. As I start to work with this, do we want to just try and make the biscuits? Or do we want to add some chives and some cheddar cheese into them? What do you guys think? Robbie gets an opinion too. This is very sticky. He said it will be very sticky, and it sure as heck is. I don't know how you're gonna fold that. Anybody have a preference there? We'll get some stuff down here. Lots of it. Because I'm telling you, this is very sticky. And I want some on my hands. All right, let's get this out here on here. I don't even know how you're gonna roll this because it's so sticky, but we're gonna work on it. So my mom did not make biscuits this way. My mom used to make drop biscuits. Did you guys have biscuits growing up? I'm sure Kelsey had both. I'm sure I mostly did drop biscuits because they're just easier. More cheese. All right. Cheese is good. Put cheese and the chives in. Okay, we'll definitely do that then. I'm gonna have to chop some of those off. Chop some of that up. So when Robbie is done with whatever he's doing over here, maybe, just maybe, he will grade me some cheddar cheese. Will you grade me some cheddar cheese? Look at that. That's like, I can't roll that out. It's too sticky. All right, now it's starting to be a little bit better. But it's still pretty sticky. Look at my hands. So I'm definitely gonna need more flour, I think. It's really delicate though, the dough is. It's pretty soft. Okay, I'm gonna need to get to the sink, so I'm gonna have to kick Robbie off. We'll see if he'll let me. Can I get over here? My hands are very sticky. Did you get a towel out? We're not very chatty today, Robbie. What's with us? Thank you. We need to be more chatty. I don't know what to do with not chatty. You've made biscuits before. I need a rolling pin. Okay, so let's see here. So we need cheese and we'll need chives. And I definitely want to put that in. Yes.
All of it?
No, not all of it. Maybe half of it.
Should see how fast I can go, like Jet the other night on television.
Yes, do that. That's the top of the dough lightly, except that, was he grating cheese? He wasn't grating cheese, he was grating carrots.
Whatever, it looked like cheese in my brain.
A big, long, skinny
Piece of cheese.
cheese.
Oh,
Okay. It was great. She was way more ambitious. Well, you know, your mom had a lot of practice, right? Did you know gaming? Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Your mom, Joyce, was feeding a lot of mouths. So I'm sure she got a lot of practice. Let's see. Fun hands, 8 more times.
The big one's fine. The small.
Yes, the big one's fine. From 1 inch thick, pressed dough into 1 inch thick round cut out biscuits. I probably should have read this recipe before I started, huh? How many times have I said, make sure you read your recipes?
Every episode.
Every episode, pretty much. That would be accurate. All right, get my hands buttered. Get that done. It's supposed to make about 8 biscuits. So I was looking for how much, my spoon, be very sticky, blah, 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 dust. I got that. Cut, okay. So we're gonna, supposed to fold this over. That did not work.
That did not fold at all.
That didn't fold, that just kind of fell apart. So we're gonna do it this way.
Is this enough cheese?
I think that's enough cheese. More flour on the top. It's very sticky on the bottom. I promise you this is the most time-consuming thing that I am doing today, just because it's new. And there's the cheese. We'll add a little more flour so that we can roll that out again. So basically when you're making, at least when I make biscuits, you roll it out and you fold it, you roll it out and you fold it multiple times. That helps give you some good layers. So I know mine's not a square. It would be good if I tried this sometime before you guys got here. But what fun would that be? You wouldn't get to see me mess up. Okay, I'm also gonna have to do some chives. I'm trying to remember, there were these biscuits at a place in St. Louis back when I was in high school and had no money, but we would go and get something like soup just so we could get the biscuits at a place called Patrick's. And I wish I could remember what it was that I really liked about those biscuits. Like, why did we really want them? There was some sort of flavoring to them, other than just, you know, being biscuits. Fold it again. It's getting a little more body to it, so that's good. Has anybody counted how many times I've folded this?
1.
No, probably about 4 times-ish. He's just over there saying numbers now. It works a little bit better if I have this though, right? I hope these are good. I really do. I heard Alton talking about them and he said he thinks they're better than his other biscuits. I don't know. I miss gluten. I did have some on the trip though. Tried to minimize it. But when you're at a wine place and they give you cheese, yummy cheese, to go with your bubbles, with crackers, you don't ask questions, you just eat. That's what you do. Oh, did I move again? Sorry. Just let me know if you can't see stuff. I know I have the picture right there, but I'm not looking at you there. Good evening, Ash. How are you? Welcome in. I'm attempting to make some gluten-free biscuits here with no almond flour so that Aladdin's girl can have some.
Has that dough been hard to work with?
This dough has been a little hard to work with, yes. It's gonna be soft, so hopefully it'll turn flaky, but since it's gluten-free, you get what you get. But I made my own gluten-free mixture from Alton Brown's recipe earlier today because I thought I would try it because he was raving about how good it was. So we're gonna give it a try. Welcome in. Hello, thank you for the raid. We totally need a raid dance or song. or something to go on, right? Thank you so much for coming in. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the subs, Miss Sarah Lynn. And how are you guys doing today? How is it going? Yes, we have your own sound. You have your own sound, Darth, right here in my kitchen. We're going to figure out so that you can do it. You're ready for the weekend. I know Robbie is too, but he's got to go to work tomorrow. I do not. So we're in the middle of trying to make some gluten-free biscuits from scratch. So we're going to try to do those. Do we want them round? Do we want these round, or do we just want to make them square biscuits? What do you guys think? Robbie's not helpful at all. He's just saying, ooh, to all my questions today. We're gonna roll this out one more time and then roll in some cheddar cheese, and I'm gonna chop some chives real quick and roll that in too.
Darth says square.
Square? Cool. That's much easier.
Pop says round though.
Uh-oh. I'm conflicted, now what?
Make a roundish square.
Oh. It's getting easier to work with. Did you see how
Just grab them in the biscuits.
I'm just saying that if I did square, I don't have to get something else dirty. So does Robbie have an opinion now? He's busy doing something. I don't know what he's doing over there. I need to chop some chives real quick.
So we have a recipe command. Have you uploaded a resume lately?
We have a resume?
Recipe command.
Oh, we do? I have not, because there's so many things I make. All right. Sorry, I know I'm kind of leaning in. Look at my arm. Isn't it lovely? I'm just going to chop some chives real quick. Sprinkle those on, and we'll do one more round of folding this. Get the rest of that cheese in there because we don't want to miss any cheese. We don't want to miss cheese. So what did you do today, Darth, in your channel? And if you're in my channel and you're not following Darth, why the heck not? Because I've told you to follow him many, many, many times. Go do it. I'm sorry, I'm cooking out of Alton Brown's book, so I'm just going to take on my inner, channeling my inner Alton Brown at the moment. Okay. You played a word? Okay. It was a rough day at work. Yeah, Robbie can probably empathize with that.
Right there with you, Darth. And tomorrow's not looking promising either.
Not when there's a 4-hour meeting scheduled.
But it'll be Friday, so at least it's Friday.
It will be Friday. I need more flour. These are these are completely from scratch gluten-free biscuits. So we're trying. Send text, QT, thank you for the follow. 19 away from our...
Or 18.
Huh? Or 18 away. I'm just looking at the number up there.
Oh, yeah, the page is slow.
Oh, okay.
The window
18
is
away. 18 away.
Now they match.
From 1,000. That means 18 follows away from Robbie and I cooking side by side in the kitchen. And you guys having control over helping or sabotaging us.
Smack those biscuits.
I'm trying. There's the rest of our cheese. Get the rest of our chives in there. And then we're gonna fold that one more time, and I'm gonna get them into the shape I want. A little bit more flour. And then we'll get those babies on our baking sheet. Words are hard, sorry. Glitch. How long have we been streaming? We have been streaming for 1 year and 5 days. So our 1 year streamiversary, Miss Sarah, I was out of town this last Sunday, so we're gonna be doing our streamiversary on this coming Sunday at 5 o'clock. We're gonna be making some nice cowboy food. We're gonna do short ribs, braised in port, and we're gonna do some chili cheese grits. And oh, and this is the other thing everybody needs to know. If you go into my Discord, there is there's a channel or in there, and it says for the Streamiversary, you can put in drinks and desserts that you'd like to cook, because I haven't put that in the mix yet. Boy, I am having trouble with words today, man. What's with that, Robbie?
I don't know. It must be a day that ends with a Y.
It must be. You're funny.
I'm hilarious.
You think you're funny.
I know I'm hilarious.
Okay, let's see, 6, 8, that's good. 6, almost 8. We're gonna make square biscuits. Sorry, Pops. You get to pick what we put in the guacamole when we make guacamole next time.
I was gonna say, boy, someone sends you a gift and you're just like, square biscuits it is, sorry.
Yeah, I did not cut these quite even. Oh well.
So the guacamole will be round?
The guacamole will be round, yes. I'll have to show you guys what I got, because it's super cool. This is supposed to make 8 biscuits, so that's what I'm doing. But this is kind of I'm making them all different sizes, so in case you're really hungry, you get a big biscuit, and in case you're not as hungry, you get a small one.
Excellent. I love options.
That's what I'm going with. And look, those would be bribes. I know people who do that. So here you go, Pops. This one has a rounded edge for you. How's that? And this one has a round. This one looks like a slice of pizza. Maybe we'll make it round. Ish.
Perfect. Nailed it.
How's that? Is that close enough? I was never good at making circles, like when they would say, draw a circle. I know it appears like I was awesome at it, but I wasn't. That one needs to be round too. Because I don't know, pizza-shaped biscuits. Not sure about that. Biscuits and gravy. So we're not doing that. Oh, and I should tell your group what I'm doing here today. Oh, I started to make that one round. That's not what I meant to do. I'm talking. Dana doesn't know what she's doing. We're doing, Robbie and I have, we went and saw Alton Brown a week and a half ago to have him sign cookbooks for us. And so this is out of these biscuits, the gluten-free biscuits are out of his. I mean, I added cheese. That wasn't originally a part of it. We're going to have to watch these because they're all different sizes, and I don't want the smaller ones to get overdone when we do them. Anyway, so we're cooking that, and the other thing that we're cooking today is we've got halibut going in our sous vide back here, and then we're going to reverse sear it on the stove. Look, I got a word right. And then we've got a brown butter almond sauce we're gonna put on top of that. And I've also got to make some risotto. So I think that's what we're gonna do next, is make the risotto. Because we're gonna cover these biscuits and put them in the refrigerator for a little bit. Because they won't take long to cook. And it'll be better if we get that butter re-chilled, since I was working with it a lot. Okay. Got that. Let's get biscuits off of my hands. So much stuff. Still not back in the groove of things from getting back on vacation. Still haven't unpacked.
Even from the wide camera angle, that is quite the variety of biscuit
Sizes. I know. Oh, and this needs to go over here. Cool, cool, cool. We got that. So I need to cover that with plastic. If you want to know what it's like inside of my head, this is it. go to this task, go to the next task. You would think I have ADHD, but I don't. I spread these out, yes. Well, if they're round, they're gonna be more spread out. We could put them together. They'll be fine. You think they should be closer together? I've never made square biscuits before. I don't know how you're supposed to do them. Like if I do them in a round pan in the oven, they're all like next to each other. Here, is that better?
They want to cuddle.
Cuddling biscuits. There we go. I don't know how that's gonna work, but diversity, that's what we're about here. All sorts of diversity. Oh, and I think we're supposed to put butter on the tops of these too. So let me get some butter out and melt it real quick to brush the tops.
Right now they're just going in the fridge to rest, right?
Yes. It says center the biscuits on a baking sheet or sheet pan, shoulder to shoulder. Uh-oh.
That sounds like cuddles.
Wrap the pan in plastic wrap. Cut. Oh, I'm supposed to heat the oven to 500. Wow.
Wait, they're going to
Okay.
be chilling for 30 minutes.
So they're supposed to touch. So there you go, Pops. If I'd read the rest of the recipe, I appreciate. He says
So
just
which
touching.
corner is the shoulder and which one's not a shoulder? Are they all shoulders?
I think whatever is touching another one is going to be the shoulder.
Okay.
There we go. Look, it's an art piece. Does that look like an art piece?
It's lovely.
Thank you. My plastic is falling apart. Do I have his newest book? I sure do. That is what I've got. That's what we're cooking out of right now. See? Oops, wrong side. That side. And look, it has my name in it. I think there's a picture of him signing it.
Is
in
that the
Discord.
more impressive part, that it's your name instead of his signature?
He wrote my name, yes. He writes his name all the time. What's impressive about that? And Robbie has a signed copy. And then we bought another one that we got earlier, because apparently the Barnes & Noble, they had a limited edition one that had extra recipes in it. What's up? Thank you so much for the sub. Thank you. There's no cheese up there for you. By the way, if you're new in here, come here. This is Rocky. He's a velociraptor. You got a signed copy. That's so cool. So there we go. This is Rocky. And hey. What do you see? What's up? You went down? Okay, you go see Robbie. That's why Robbie is my dog wrangler, tech guy, dishwasher. So we've already done like 3 things today on your list. I'm pretty sure he didn't kiss me when he got here though.
No, I went right into tech mode.
He did. I didn't even get a hello kiss. What's up with that? Maybe we need a redemption for that.
If only you knew how to add redemptions to your own channel.
I can figure it out. I can figure that out. Okay, risotto. We're going to do a pretty simple risotto today. I'm going to do just some Parmesan and some lemon because I think that'll be good, but I'm going to be real light on the Parmesan because I don't want it to overtake the flavor of the fish. So I'm going to use a mix just because I have them open of about 6 cups of a mix of vegetable and chicken broth. And we're going to get that heated up on the stove. Why do I have, I'm trying to think what I've got everything here for. Okay. Is that going to hold 6 cups? How many cups are in a quart? Is it 4? This will just fit in here. So if you're making risotto, remember you want to heat your broth up whatever you're using, because if you don't, it won't get that creamy texture. So the next step is for Dana to remember to actually turn this on so it heats up. But I'm gonna put it over here. So we wanna put hot broth in our risotto. I'm going to do a shallot in this. You could do an onion, but I happen to like the sweeterness. That's what I'm going with of shallots. So I'm gonna start by putting a little olive oil in here. A couple tablespoons. Look, I even have an olive oil thing. You're a VT, thank you. Thank you for the follow, welcome in. Thank you so much. I'm trying to focus, Dana. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome in. What brings you in? You're preheating the oven. Oh, mac and cheese bites, Robbie. Aladdin's girl's doing mac and cheese bites.
You don't need me for the rest of the stream, right? I've got somewhere to be.
You got somewhere to be. Mean X Kitty, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. If you guys are unfamiliar with the channel, because I'm seeing a bunch of new names, my name is Dana. Behind the scenes is Robbie, although he's sometimes in front of the scenes and probably will be at some point today, at least eating, if nothing else. Oh, actually making a cocktail. Maybe that's what we do next. And then we also have two dogs, Otis and Rocky. They think they're helpful, so they keep coming and saying, hey, give me some cheese. But they're not very helpful usually. Rocky is a puppy. He's coming up on 2 this summer. I'm hoping that makes him less velociraptor-like. What do you think?
One can only hope.
And then Otis is going to be 15 this summer. You saw a tweet from Kelsey. Oh my gosh. She's awesome. I don't know if she's still in here. I just got to spend a few days with her. That was so nice. And you know what she told me? She said, I'll go to wine country with you any weekend you want to. I could do this. So I may have to take her up on that next year. Going to wine country.
I'm surprised you said next year. I thought you were going to say like next weekend.
She probably has to work occasionally, you know. So, well, I am so glad that you are here. I'm so glad that you saw Kelsey's tweet. Should we put some garlic in this, or will that be too strong with the... I think that'll be too strong. All right, we'll just do this. I wrote myself down a thing. I'm gonna put a little bit of, I think I'm just gonna use stock in this. So we want that. We want a little bit of stock in here, and then I'm gonna put the rice in. So I'm making right now, if you just came in, I am making some risotto. We've got some halibut going over here that I probably need to take out soon. Napa next time, maybe. Maybe. Sonoma was just so nice. And last time I went to Napa, Sonoma felt a little more laid back than Napa. But I do like Napa too. It's just nice to be able to go, like we drove along the coast in Sonoma. Who knew? Who knew that was a thing?
I did not.
Yeah, but it wasn't warm. We had jackets and stuff, and we were freezing. Freezing. But maybe Napa next time.
Oh, it was like 98 degrees here today. Freezing sounds kind of nice.
Oh, I know. Well, here's the funny thing is that when we went, my cousin lives in Park City. So when she got on the plane in the morning, it was 20 degrees. I was coming from Texas. And that's where I am. I'm in Texas outside Dallas, Fort Worth. And it was like 90 degrees in the morning when I got on the plane, and Kelsey was in Seattle. So we land in San Francisco, and I was just like, oh, it's so cool. And my cousin's like, oh, it's so warm. It is so pretty. It is so pretty, that Highway 1. It looks like they're doing something, like they had a lot of construction up there on the coast in Sonoma that was going on. It looks like they're making like a big thing. We're also teasing my cousin, who is single, that she said she was just being nice to people, but she got us a bunch of stuff, and we kept saying, you are flirting with everybody. And she's like, no, I'm not. Like, yeah, you kind of are. But who cares?
I don't.
It got us into
But I
the
wasn't there.
redwood forest for free because we didn't have a lot of time. So we were like, are we going to go? She pulls up and she's like, hey, we got to be at this winery in like 30 minutes. And he's like, what? This is more important. Drive through and come back later. And just let us in. And I'm trying to remember. Okay, I'm doing a cup of arborio rice in here. And I'm just gonna let it start in this. And this is where Robbie may actually be on camera because he may be attending to this. So Robbie, when we first started doing this a year ago, we were trying to come up with like, how will he be on camera? And it was gonna be very little and maybe not even talking, just doing thumbs up and stuff. And that lasted about 5 minutes. And so now he thinks I'm lying to him. So Pops, have you driven like, I'm assuming one goes all the way, that's the highway that goes all along the coastline. Have you done the whole thing? Because I really want to do that. But I don't know if that's all one or not. Now, he is a fan favorite. He keeps going, nobody wants to see me. And I'm like, yes, they do. Okay, so he's going to come over here because this is going to take constant stirring for the next 20 minutes. And I got stuffs to do.
You got more stuff?
I have more stuffs to do. So he's going to come over here and add a cup of stock that is now nice and warm over here at a time and stir it until it's incorporated.
Wait, this whole pot's going in this whole pot?
Yes.
How long is this stream?
It's going to take about 20 minutes. It turns Santa Cruz to Cape Blanco, Oregon, 101 at some points, and you've done a little of the Washington stretch. I think I love the water. I get next to the water and I'm, excuse me guys, I'm just so relaxed.
So we did part of it in Northern California?
Yes. So we did it because we flew into Sacramento. And then we went up to Crescent City. So we went across the mountains to 101 and then up to Crescent City. In the fog, in the middle of the night.
So we could hear the water.
Could hear it, could not see it
See the water.
at all. But it was nice. Speaking of road trips, Robbie and I will be doing one this summer. Like we did last fall. This summer we're going to be heading to the rockin', crazy, hip happening Nebraska. We need to see his face because his face is like, you're going to say Nebraska. Because he's got a family reunion there. But we're going to go other places. So we're going to see if we have enough service up there and if we can get the backpack working. You're my tech guy, so that is your job. So that we can stream while we're on the road, which will be a lot of fun. And when we go on the road, we do our best to not go to any chain restaurants. So we try to support local restaurants. And Robbie is phenomenal at finding them. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so we've got that. I need to zest some lemons too. Whoops. Hey.
Don't worry, Rocky will help you pick
No, I don't need Rocky's help. I'm gonna wash these real quick though. Earlier today, among making the gluten-free stuff, I also started making some preserved lemons. So these are super easy. I don't know if any of you guys have ever used preserved lemons, but I love it. The first time I used them, I was like, oh my gosh, that's such a different flavor from a lemon. And they're super easy to make. You need lemons and you need salt.
What else?
That's it. Lemons and salt.
And a jar, apparently.
You do need something to put them in a jar, a mason jar of some sort is the best. It's the best thing to put them in. So.
Thank you for the follow.
Yeah, I've got my back turned. I'm going to look in a second and say thank you.
We'll see if Dana says that.
Okay, let's see. Mixoplick
3,000.
3,000.
I got that part.
You got that part. Good job. Good
You're
job.
welcome. I'm here to help.
Oh, thank you. And I would say here are my things on the fridge. I thank you for it. I like it. I like the French doors, which is what I was going for. But the ice in the door thing, because you're opening and closing it, it sometimes melts, and then you have to go and you have to hit it to make the ice come out. But
And occasionally Zool's in there.
yes. Okay, I'm going to continue to do this. Is it time for a cocktail? Because I think it is. I'm going to take the fish out of here and let it sit out. And I will continue to do this while you make us a cocktail.
Oh, it didn't take you very long to take out the fish. That was like 2 seconds.
Yes.
Oh.
Were you looking to see me still taking the fish out? You just buy bags of ice. We've had to do that several times.
It was broken not too long ago.
Yeah. Do I sound like I'm yelling? Because sometimes I feel like I'm yelling. I don't mean to.
Well, I mean, your mic's pointed down, but...
Is it? It's my Alton Brown shirt from Beyond the Oots. So louder! Thank you for the follow. Oh my gosh, we're 13, 14 away. So Robbie's going to make us a drink. He's
14.
going to...
I can't do math. 14.
It's okay. He's an accountant. He doesn't need math. So would you like to tell us what we're making today?
Yes.
Hello, louder.
It's a spritz. How do you say that first word?
Lillet.
Lillet.
It's spelled Lillet. It is a French word. And we're going to be doing a Lillet spritz. You'll hear some people say Lillet spritz, but if you're trying to be all French and fancy, it's Lillet is what it is. And the thing that's great about this is you can make this with just Lillet, which is it's a aperitif wine. So it's made in the Bordeaux region of France. And even though it doesn't have any Bordeaux grapes in it, it's got Semillon and Merlot grapes in it.
Is it in the other fridge?
Nope, it's right in this one.
Oh.
And so, what's different about it is that they have like fruits, like citruses and stuff that are macerated, and so they're made. So it's a wine, but it has a sweet kind of fruit flavor to it.
I have to
The
go. They're almost
balls
ready.
are in the oven. Now they make different. This is the original. The original was the Lillet Blanc, but they also have a rosé and they have a red and a couple of other kinds. in it. One that even has has some tonic in it, or quinine, not tonic, but quinine in it. So.
Lemon juice?
Is that lemon juice?
Yes.
Okay. So, and I have more in the other fridge if we were out. So, what's cool about doing a spritz like this is you can put some Prosecco in that and make it bubbly, or we're going to be using sparkling water with it. Cledge Cassius. I am slightly older. I am. This is my boyfriend, though. So, no offense taken. He's been carded and I haven't. So.
And yet she calls me an old man, so it all works.
But that's because you're an old man in the brain.
Where is the soda
The
water?
brain. It's in this fridge as well.
It is?
Yes.
How did I miss that? There's too much stuff in here, Dana.
It's in the door.
See, I don't lose things in my fridge. There's like 5 things in there.
I know that's because you only eat over here, really.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So if you're new in here, because it sounds like maybe a few of you are here from Kelsey's Twitter. Kelsey is my daughter, and she lives in Seattle. I am here in Texas, outside of the Dallas-Fort Worth, and my name is Dana. This is Robbie. And Robbie does the tech stuff. He makes the cocktails. He makes sure the dogs are behaving as much as we can make them behave. Washes dishes and all of that stuff. Thank you so much for the follow. Let's see, is it Cledge Cassius? Did I say that right? Words are hard. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you so much for the follow. So yeah, we got on last May, just a year and 5 days ago to start streaming. And it's been fun. It's been fun.
Sometimes chaotic,
Sometimes.
but also fun.
I'm trying to see, let's see here. I want to put in, oh, I need more chives for this too. That's okay, we'll just put those in. And so today I've got more on the menu than I normally do. Normally I cook a couple of things and we have a cocktail. Ooh, don't forget the accoutrement.
How could I forget that? So how full would you like it with this? It says
all
to
the way,
top.
I think up to the top is fine, but you can choose. So that's the thing that's great about spritzes. You want them to be a little more alcohol. Use a little less of the soda water. If you want a lower one, then you can do this.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Hold on, you're right. I forgot the thing.
And if you want it to be more like a sangria, you could put some gin or some vodka in it.
Should I let you do it? 'Cause
Okay.
You're better at decorating.
I'm better at
at
decorating?
mixing and stirring. Ooh, this needs more liquid.
So what we're putting this on it, we're putting lavender and thyme in there. And I will go change this so that you guys can see the drinks. Wrong way. There we go. We can't see you, Robbie. Robbie's also a little taller than me.
Just a little.
But there we go, look at that.
Or you're not wearing shoes.
I am wearing shoes. I'm just not wearing heels.
You're hiding it behind the other thing.
Oh,
There
I
you
gotta
go.
go this way.
There you go.
There we go.
Give her another
Right.
year. She'll get this down.
Oh, it's Cassius Clay backwards and in Swedish. I got it. I got it.
So do you need a photo?
Yes. And
Here,
since
back to stirring.
Okay, I'm back to stirring. Tag team. Ooh, we could do a stream like that, tag team. Other things coming up. We've got the streamiversary stream coming up on Sunday at 5 Central Time here in the United States. we have, Robbie's making sure he gets a good picture over there. We have on the 28th, I will be streaming, I'll be on Little Miss Nikki stream, and I think Robbie's got a command or something for that.
Did I ever get around to setting that up? I know I
don't
said I
know.
was going to.
We may need to do that. Anyways, we'll be streaming and we'll be talking about, if you're not familiar with me, I'm also a therapist. And so she really does a lot with mental health initiatives. And so we're going to talk about that, but we're also going to cook food that's actually good for your mental health, because a lot of people don't realize that there's a gut-brain axis, and we have a lot of neurotransmitters in our stomach, like serotonin, which you need serotonin to help with anxiety. So we're going to cook some foods that help boost that. And I think that'll be a lot of fun. I actually have not met Little Miss Nikki in person. We have talked on the phone. I've met Pantry Elf in person.
I fixed the command.
You fixed it. Excellent.
You kind of had the wrong date.
I said the 28th. Isn't it the 28th?
It had the 18th on it.
Oh, yeah, it's not on the 18th. Isn't that today?
Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. Today's the 19th?
It sure
I don't
is.
know. I'm crazy. So on the 28th, it'll be Saturday, the 28th. We'll be cooking at her house and talking about that. And we're going to be raising money for AIM, which is a charity that's devoted to adolescents and children and their mental health. And they do research, or they fund research, as well as make sure that the interventions that work best with adolescents get to those places, like going and training and making sure that they are getting and helping fund those programs. That's the word I'm looking for. So it's a really good one, because I see a lot of, I don't see a ton of adolescents, but I have, because I do mostly marriage and family therapy, but yeah.
Did you try it?
I haven't tried it yet.
Cheers.
Did you see the new glasses?
Oh, they're new? I just know there's a lot.
So is that sweet enough for you, or do you want some simple syrup in it?
I think that's nice and refreshing.
I like it.
I mean, there's a weed in my drink.
There's not a weed, it's thyme and lavender. And smell it before you drink it. It smells so good. So we're doing that on the 28th. And I'm actually very excited about it. I think it'll be fun. We're going to have incentives. And Robbie isn't really happy, but I've been, we've been talking about things for Nikki's husband to do and Robbie to do.
Oh, that smile! That smile means trouble.
It'll be a big surprise.
That means trouble.
It'll be fun. It's gonna be so much fun. And then we've got, I think, on the 31st, or is it the first? Which day are we doing the menu where you're buying the groceries?
I think that's the next day on the 29th.
Is that Thursday?
No,
Okay.
the Sunday.
Oh, it's on Sunday. Oh, the
Well,
next
it's the
day on the
last
Sunday.
stream for the
There we
month.
go. Incentives, yes. But you'll have to tune in to find out what they are.
I would help you out, Pops, but I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, we probably won't tell the guys
I just knew that they were planning.
until we unveil them. Dream March, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I'm sitting here doing probably one of the most boring things to do on a stream, which is just sitting here stirring, making risotto, and stirring and stirring.
When did you put the biscuits in the fridge to chill?
Why are you wanting them in? That's got to be at 500 before I can put it in.
I just didn't know how close we were to 30 minutes.
Probably can do it soon. Okay, so there'll be incentives for that. But on the Sunday after that, on the 29th, Robbie's going to go grocery shopping, and then I have to figure out what to make. And we're going to be doing a little game. So
You seemed really disappointed with the shopping selection last time.
You had Spam.
Well, Spam and Flaming Hot Cheetos and...
No, you didn't have Flaming Hot Cheetos. You have Flaming Hot Cheeto mac and cheese.
Oh, that's
Flaming
right.
Hot Cheetos would have been easier to work with. You had lots of gluten in it.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I went crazy at the store and got the most random things.
It was completely random.
But maybe I'll go to the Asian supermarket
Oh, well,
and really go nuts.
you get some rabbit or something
Get
I've
some
never cooked
rabbit
before.
or something I can't even pronounce.
Kind of like a chop challenge, except we're taking what so Alton Brown did this on his, and we decided to try it this way this time, where there are 5 ingredients that I have to use, and then I'll have 2 ingredients and I can choose one or the other, and then there's a mystery ingredient, and if I don't like something, I can trade it for the mystery ingredient, but I won't know what it is until I decide that I want to give up something. So I'll have to be really sure, because who knows? I know him. He's already got an evil look on his face. I know you can't see it since, you're seeing him from here down, but you did one with canned apricots, chicken in a biscuit, spinach, and chicken. So you had like chicken in a biscuit, crackers? Is that what that was? See, that doesn't look too terrible.
That looks like it makes sense. Mine made no sense
It
whatsoever.
made 0 sense.
Like, I clearly haven't been running a chopped show for
No.
a long, long time.
Okay, I need 2 of these actually.
Because there's at least a method to their madness where there's like a trap and a
Sometimes
good way
there's
and a bad
method.
way. Mine was just, they would have opened that up and been like, what is this? Is there a new guy in charge of the basket?
You know how the chop baskets usually have 1 or 2 things and you're like, what am I gonna do with this? Everything was that way in his.
I disagree. The Flaming Hot Mac and Cheese sounded great to me.
Was it good when it was in the milkshake that you made
No.
me make?
Was that same night?
That was that night. That was the mac and cheese, because that was the night you also brought Fruit Loops home. And I made the milkshake out of the Fruit Loops with vodka.
Never again, chat.
And then you said, I wonder about that.
Well, thanks for being here.
Hey, thank you for stopping by. I so appreciate that. Get some sleep, and hopefully we'll see you again. I know some people love, I'm going to try and say this, huitlacoche? Is that how you say that?
That was better than my guess.
I mean, I've got recipes in my taco book to make tacos with it. I mean, it's a fungus, like mushroom. I nailed it, yay! Living in Texas and many years of Spanish. Okay, I'm gonna need this burner. So I'm gonna scoot you over.
Oh, good. I'm getting downgraded to the tiny burner.
There you go, it's hot.
Well, here I go off camera.
I'm sure he's more excited about that. That's gonna be for the green beans, so I'm gonna set that over here. I don't know, I have to really, really admire some of the people who have less counter space and cook
A lot
on the
less counter
stream.
space.
Because I'm not that person.
Well, no, now you've got a music stand.
I do, but I lost my page. What page was the, see, that's what happens. I try to show you my cookbook. Now I gotta go find my halibut again. Halibut. 314. If you wanna make this, get the book. Page 314. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's salmon. Wait a minute. It's the page before that. I got it. It's on page 314, the one I told you.
You were just testing us.
How much butter do I need?
All the butters.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It wants more than this. That's half the butter it wants.
Oh my.
I'm walking around in circles. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. I don't need all of this.
You definitely get your steps in during your cooking show.
I do. I should wear a Fitbit one day and just see what it is. But I know when I cook, I would get all my steps. I need more cardio steps though. Should we do cardio? Should I have a redemption so you guys can make me do jumping jacks or jog? Not that anybody wants to see that.
I don't know, it's the internet. Somebody does.
I mean, okay.
You sure it's not a Paula Deen recipe? And Pops just started cardio again.
You have old, yeah. I do too, and I'm just mad because I used to get these Euflexa shots in my knees all the time, and I switched, have new insurance, and they wouldn't pay for it, and they paid for something else, and my knee is worse than it was before. And it's,
Not to mention you couldn't walk for a day and a half.
I could not, I mean, I had to cancel the stream the next day, if you recall.
And sessions with clients.
I couldn't work. We're gonna put some of that in there.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I get enough of a workout, clearly not true. I need to do some almonds. I need to crush some almonds up. Where did my almonds go?
Whoa,
Oh, where?
your butter's spitting at me.
All right, turn it down. That's you. Turn that down. Do you need a apron?
Oh, I was just gonna run away.
Oh. So we need about a half a cup of almonds. This is 3/4 of a cup. I think it's half a cup. And we want them finely chopped. So I'll work on that.
Oh my.
All right. Return the butter to the pan. Almonds. Okay, so this is the sauce for the halibut, and I'm wondering, on the water, I'm gonna need a cast iron skillet. I was hoping not to have to do that for Robbie's sake. So we'll make our sauce over here. And then get the cast iron pot out, because that'll just make like 5 or 6 cooking vessels for the evening. This would be so much easier in a food processor. I've got the little one in the other room, but I'll just make a mess and chop. Okay, who's got stuff going on this weekend? We're gonna go to Tiffany Dairy's restaurant.
Wait, what?
That's Saturday. To Roots with the group, with the foodie group. You knew this. We talked about it last time we all went out to dinner. We had a date set. Did you have something scheduled? What?
Just checking something.
What were you checking?
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
Is your butter gonna burn?
We're trying to get it to be brown, or at least start to get brown. You can turn it off for now, because we'll finish that up once the halibut. starts cooking. You bought 4 lilacs to plant beside your house. You mind tearing out the rock lilacs and other plants. Oh, have you been landscaping? I have been doing that too. I'm kind of sad. My landscaper ghosted me. I don't think that was mean or anything, was it?
I think there's other stuff going on in that
I think
situation.
there must be. Yes. Hello. Do we pronounce that Zai or Z? Thank you for the follow, however you pronounce it. Nobody has made a pun for the halibut yet, Pops, but I appreciate yours.
Second
So many
one.
things going on. Second one. Which was the second one? Was that Zai or was that Z?
I think it was Z. I think. How did we forget that fast?
Because I'm old, I don't remember these things. But welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
I think you're rubbing off on me with your memory. That's what I'm going with.
Is it? Okay.
It's a lot easier than just accepting responsibility.
Okay. I mean, fair. Don't accept. I am not responsible. Okay. So let's turn this back on. I'm going to go ahead and make the sauce. So I've got about a half a cup of chopped almonds in here. I have 10 tablespoons of butter. We're going to throw those in there. I'm using the back of my knife. Can I have a spoon? This is going to be the sauce for our halibut, just for the halibut. You don't have a landscaper. Let's call him. He was the guy who did who mowed my lawn. I mean, he did help me with the landscape. He did do landscaping out back, but recently he's been mowing the lawn. And he came, I said Thursday nights, can't come at 5. The dogs go crazy. If you'd ever been here on a Thursday when the landscapers are here, it's crazy. It was not a problem last year. But this year, it became a problem. They even came at like 8:30 at night.
2 weeks in a row.
Well, 8:30 at night, not 2 weeks in a row. It was like 5 o'clock one week and 8:30 the
Okay,
next
so 2 out of
week.
3, I guess.
And so I said, hey, just a reminder, I can't have lawn people here on Thursdays after 5 because I'm streaming.
And Rocky barks at him.
Yeah.
Can't go in the backyard.
And he said, we need to go in a different direction. And that was it. That's the last thing I heard.
That's all you got, Dana.
That's all I got.
You were
And I'm
just
like,
too
does that
mean.
mean we're changing days? Does that mean you're just not going to show up? And it meant he wasn't going to show up. So there we go. You're off to D&D. Have fun, Pops, and thank you once again. Before you go, I just want to show everybody. Where did I put it?
I think it's over there.
Is it? Oh, it is. It's hiding. It's hiding. Just show everybody that Pops got this mollicajete for our streamiversary. So thank you so much for it. I really, really appreciate it. So we'll be making some guacamole once we season that baby. Can you turn this up a little bit?
I sure can.
Thank you. So yeah, that guy come every week, does the edge and weeding. Yes, I'm busy and it got too much for me to mow too. Thank you so much. Okay. That is looking some good there. I'm gonna need to put some lemon in there.
So all of the liquid is in the risotto now.
Is it?
It's all in here.
How's it tasting?
I don't know. It's very hot.
I haven't put any salt in there, so we probably need to put some salt in there. But let's put the parm in there first.
I'll turn it down some.
And here's what we're working on right here. That's the risotto.
Yeah, the cord's shorter today.
Oh yeah, it sure is. That's what you guys get today. So let's put some lemon zest in there. Oh, actually lemon juice in this one. Never mind. I'm trying to remember what needs what.
It's terrible. Who was working this camera?
It was me. It's me. Look how foamy. So we're trying to get that butter to brown just a little bit because we want it, and the almonds to brown. We want that nutty flavor that comes from butter when it gets brown. It's kind of like caramelizing the butter a little bit.
It sounds good.
Doesn't it smell good? Can you smell it? Mm-hmm. This just looks like a party.
Of course, I also smell the cheesy risotto.
There's that too. Okay, did I need to put anything else in there? We've got the lemon. We're good. I'm gonna taste it, see if it needs anything else. Woo!
So you want this to cook down a little bit more?
Can I have a spoon? Ooh,
Where do
can
your
we
spoons
turn?
keep going?
No, I need a little one.
Oh,
We can turn this off too. Was this one mine? No, that one's mine.
so they're both off now?
Yeah, they're both off. Actually, I think it's got enough salt. I think the parm brought the salt,
To the party?
but I'm gonna need that. Okay, we got 2 more things to do here. We're gonna need to sear the halibut. I need to get it out of this bag and on some paper towels for a minute. And we're gonna do that in a cast iron pan and get it seared. So if you weren't here at the beginning, what we did with our halibut is we put it in this bag with some lemon and salt, and we put it in the sous vide to come to a temperature of 140. So it's at 140, which is the perfect temperature. So all we need to do in the pan is sear it. It doesn't need to do any additional cooking in the pan. But I want to dry it. Oh, uh-oh. Fish juice everywhere. And my halibut is breaking apart because it's so tender. But we're gonna make it work. After I clean up my mess, I'm gonna go through an entire roll of paper towels today. All right,
Yeah,
you eating?
that sounds like a normal stream for you.
Buy your paper towels in bulk. And I need to get this. Whoop, that water's hot. You know how hot that water is, Robbie?
I believe the gauge says 131.8 degrees.
131.8 degrees. Okay, this is going to be really tough to sear. But we're going to give it a try. So we're not going to have as much a halibut fillet as halibut pieces.
The morphine bear, the risotto is in the pot. And hello, by the way.
There it is. And look, it's Morphine Bear. Haven't seen you for a while. I'm so glad that you're here. If you guys, Streamiversary, it's on Sunday. Don't forget to put your dessert picks or drinks in Discord, because whoever, and by the way, oh, Pop's left. I did finally get t-shirts designed in order. They're not here yet. Justin, thank you for the follow. My gosh, we're getting so close to 1,000. Holy cow.
That's $9.90.
I know, thank you for the follow. So whoever's drink and dessert that we pick in Discord, as long as it doesn't cost me an arm and a leg, like if you're in Australia, we're gonna send you guys a Dana's Kitchen t-shirt. And I was hoping I would have it today to show you the design. I don't even know if I'll have it by Sunday, but hopefully. But you can look and see the design in Discord, because it's also in the Streamiversary. Is it called a channel? Is that what those things are called?
Channel.
Yeah, so look for the Streamiversary channel, put your drink and desserts in there, and if you get picked, I will contact you and send you a t-shirt. What do I have left? Oh, the halibut and the green beans. So here's our sauce.
Biscuits.
Oh, the biscuits. Did we turn? Oh, we did get that turned up to 500. We got to do that.
What would you
Thank
do
you.
without me?
Oh my gosh, I would have gone in the refrigerator and gone, Robbie, why didn't you remind me?
They were just chilling.
Ha ha. Okay, they're going in the oven at 500 degrees. Morphe, thank you for resubscribing. Thank you for being such a good friend to the channel. So thank you so much. 5 months. What should you do in Seattle? Well, you should certainly stop by Pink Gorilla if you like video games. And do we remember what page the biscuits were on? 400, weren't they? Robbie doesn't remember. I have not actually made it up into the tower, the Seattle Needle.
Space Needle.
Haven't been up there yet, but what I have done is the Cholula Museum is really quite lovely. And then there's the pop art one that's down there too. I can't remember the name of it though. All right. When time is up at, oh, I was supposed to put melted butter on the top. I can still do that. Oh, we got to move this to 450. Hang on. Bake.
And the market's neat if you haven't seen that, where they throw the fish.
Oh yes, Pike's Market. Definitely do that. Definitely, definitely. The lele is falling out of the refrigerator. This is what I use for the butter, right? I need to melt some butter and get it on the biscuits real quick, and then we'll finish up the other stuff. Timer, 10 minutes. I get to this part, and this is where I run around like a crazy person. Robbie.
Wait, that's just starting?
That is just starting now.
Could have fooled me. Hey, Reps
me.
Rockets.
Reps Rockets! See, I haven't been up there. How have you been up there? And I haven't been up there. Okay. I need parsley for this. We've got some parsley.
It's all going to come together, Dana.
I know, and it's going to be so yummy.
We might even get to eat at some point.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We might. Okay. I need to put this back on. Well, actually, I need to keep it off the heat because we're going to put some lemon juice in here. How much does it want? Parsley, almonds, salt. Okay. I'll put the lemons in there. I'll heat this back up too. Oh, I'm trying to do 3 things all at one time, Robbie. That didn't melt. Let's try that again. When this is melted, would you get one of the brushes and brush it on top of the biscuits in the oven? 1! Thank you so much. I know, well, we need to plan something, Juan. We need to plan at least like lunch or something. Something. Don't you think?
Something.
Yeah, lunch or dinner or something next week. So we'll need to get some information so that we can do that. Hello. Okay, now this is really smelling good. Okay, Robbie, you want to take this butter and get a brush and put that on top of the biscuits? Meanwhile, I'm going to stir that. I'm going to chop some parsley because it's chaos. It's chaos. I'm going to stir the parsley in there, and then I'm going to cook the halibut, and then when the biscuits come out, we'll be done. It's not hot. Robbie's testing the mug because I pulled a mug out that I had used multiple times in the microwave, and one day I got 3rd-degree burns by picking it up. Doing the same thing I've been doing. So I'm not sure what was up with that. You'll drop Robbie the cell. Sounds awesome. Yes. How are things here right now? They're hot, but it should be cooler next week, which is nice. We were in the 90s today. Yesterday, I think we were in the high 90s yesterday, weren't we?
And today.
And today. Super like, I got in my car and my car said 106. So that's not good. 106 is a little ridiculous. And it was really not that hot outside. I think it was just sitting in the sun. But I think it was like 98. So you're coming, that is so good. You're coming at the right time, Okay, there's our sauce. And now I'm going to get one more pan out because Robbie loves that. Oh, yeah, because I got 2 more things to cook here. Cast iron for the halibut and a nonstick for the green beans. Should I throw tomatoes in with the green beans? What do you guys think? I love to roast green beans like this. They're crispy, and especially in the summer, it's just a nice, you get that nice crunch. It's awesome. You get those going. That's a lot of green beans. We're gonna have plenty of green beans. And now the halibut. 3. So I need to get that heated up. We're getting there, almost there. I don't think I need this anymore. But we still got about 12 minutes on the biscuits, so we're good. Because we gotta turn the pan and put them back in. Robbie's looking at it going, but it only says 5. 5 minutes to biscuits, Dana, 5 minutes. That's what was going through your head, right?
Yes.
See, so the halibut, I don't know if you can see here, it got so tender in there. I probably should have pulled it out a little so it didn't break down quite so much. It's still gonna be delicious. And I need to get some sort of neutral-ish oil. So, no on toasted sesame oil. I don't want olive oil. Probably just vegetable oil. And yes, I talk like that to myself even if you aren't here. This is me in my kitchen. I am keeping it real, for sure. Whew. I'm just waiting. That's what I'm doing. Robbie's doing dishes. I'm waiting so that we can eat. I'll start putting stuff away. That sounds like a good idea, huh? Cheers. Okay, so who has stuff going on this weekend? Like I said, we're going to go to Tiffany Derry's place. She's won a bunch of awards for her cooking, and it's a new twist on soul food. So I'm really super excited about it, about trying this restaurant. And we have our Streamiversary this weekend that we're excited about, and I have to work. Not excited about that. You have nothing as usual? You gotta, I know there are some weekends I wish I had nothing going. I know there are a lot of weekends Robbie's like, why are we always doing stuff? Isn't that true?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially after
but the problem is I like to do things. Nothing for you either? So everybody, okay, well then cool. You guys can all come to the Streamiversary celebration. We'll do it together. All right, let's put about, this is just vegetable oil because we want a neutral-ish oil. I'm gonna read this real quick, make sure I'm not missing anything. So here's the problem. I'm supposed to be putting these fish side down in here to cook, but they're falling apart. So we're gonna see how that goes. I lost part of the skin, oh well. Everyone, there we go. Hello, Brenner, how are you? Everybody, over to Ash's house to help with landscaping. You got nothing else you're doing? Go help. I think that's a fabulous idea. So remember, my fish is already cooked. I'm not trying to cook it. I just want to get some brown and crispiness on it. So while it's cooking and while that skin's getting crisp, I'm gonna start putting our stuff together. I'm also trying to blister these green beans that may or may not be sunburned. You'll bake! You'll bake. Perfect. You feed people.
Sounds like a plan is coming together.
It does. So we're gonna put some risotto in the bottom of our bowls here. There are biscuits are going. I need to turn those real quick. Now let's see how these are doing. They're gonna fall apart. This is gonna be like fish pieces on top of risotto. I think the other problem is these were much bigger than the ones that the recipe called for. The recipe called for 4 to 5 ounces and the guy cut me 8-ounce fillets. So let's just see if we can get some nice brown on here. Not like overly brown, but a little bit. I want to heat the sauce up a little bit. The risotto smells so good. Hello, Big Steel on YT. Thank you so much for the follow. It's a little slow there. I'm just a little slow. Do you want to turn this on over here? So we got our fish cooking and you can see it completely fell apart on me. So we'll be doing fish pieces.
It looks like the fish blew up.
It kind of blew up. It kind of did. So we're not going to get any of that crispy fish skin because it just kind of fell off. You live and you learn. First time making this. So we'll do that. You love cooking. I'm so glad you're here. You're in the right place. Chicken parm and enchiladas on the menu this weekend. Oh my gosh. I mean, who doesn't like those two things? Robbie's coming. He's heading over.
I think I'm already there.
Okay, that's enough. I don't want this to overcook. So we'll put some fish pieces on here. We got a little brown.
Evacuate the fish pieces.
We are evacuating. Put that over there. Green beans are still working. So not exactly what Alton Brown intended, but my first try at making it. I think I need smaller halibut pieces. We'll get some of this lovely, yummy sauce on here. You want to turn this one off? This one should be off already. So this is an almond brown butter sauce with a little bit of parsley and lemon in it. And then I'm gonna get us some green beans. Did you want any tomatoes or anything blistered into your green beans? Or are you just good with the green beans?
No, green beans are fine.
Okay. Because I want red or something, I don't know. It'll be good. And we're still waiting on biscuits, but we can certainly start eating all of this. All right, what do you think, guys? Maybe a little bit of lemon zest on the top. There we go. There is our halibut over with a brown butter almond sauce over risotto that's got a little bit of Parmesan and lemon in it. So, oh, well, thank you. I think he's just happy that I bought 3 of his cookbooks. Like 3 of the latest ones, not like 3 total. Like there's more total here. But it was funny because he did a little like YouTube hit or something. And it was, hey everybody, my new cookbook's coming out, buy one. And then buy another one so that you have one for the other room, and then buy one for your aunt, and then buy one for, and so he says, you're gonna want like 6, 7 copies. And I got 3.
At least.
I got 3. So we're gonna try it. So Robbie's gonna come around here and try this. Didn't I hit start on the biscuits? I think the biscuits are almost done. But apparently I hit start and then I hit stop. I don't know. So I'm gonna give that a couple minutes.
That is a problem.
I think this is a bigger bowl of stuff. All right, let's give it a try. That's good. Man, a good butter sauce, right up my alley. Like it?
That was very tasty. Good crunch.
Yeah, the almonds get that. You like his chewy chocolate chip cookies. I've done his peanut butter cookies, which are amazing. I've done a lot of his recipes. I'm really interested in these biscuits that are gonna look really funny. So no judging, or judge, but they're all different sizes. Here are gluten-free, ooh, hang on. Gluten-free biscuits. They're all different sizes because I didn't cut them evenly.
Well, you asked if they should be circles or squares, and you ended up doing a mix
I got
of both.
all different answers. Woo, that's hot. You know why? Is it because it just, I know.
Came out of a 500-degree oven.
Yeah, did you see him? He's like, is there cheese?
Or where's my bowl? There's only 2 bowls.
Yeah.
There needs to be a 3rd bowl. Hello.
Whew. Well, these feel better than the last gluten-free biscuits I made.
Much better.
Oh yeah, when that cools off a little bit, you gotta try it. That is way better than the other ones I made that were flat and dense and.
Well, sad.
Those? Yeah. They were so sad.
Hi, Rocky. Hi, buddy.
Yeah, let's move the biscuit away from you. Hey, bud, can you get down? Hey, get down. Thank you. Good boy. All right, so here's what we did tonight. That Robbie's gonna have to try because he hasn't tried this yet. Gluten-free biscuits, Alton Browns. We did Alton Brown's halibut, sort of, with a brown butter almond sauce over risotto that I made up. They had lemon and Parmesan. We had some blistered green beans, and we had our Lillet spritz. I kind of missed that. Lillet spritz.
Those are gluten-free, huh?
That's pretty good.
They're pretty darn tasty for gluten-free biscuits.
So if you need a gluten-free biscuit and you have not found one that you have liked, I'm gonna tell you right now, these are really good. Like, it's got that flakiness and it doesn't have that denseness that a lot of gluten-free stuff does. So good. I'm so happy. I'm super happy. I love Alton Brown's books because he goes into a lot of detail about what you're doing and why you're doing it. And I'm more likely to remember if you tell me why I've got to do it. So, all right.
I'm just gonna steal this other piece.
Oh, okay. All right. So once again, just to wrap up, on Thursday, what are we cooking on Thursday?
Next Thursday, not Saturday?
Well, aren't we on Saturday, Thursday too?
I just didn't know if you want to talk about Saturday first.
Yeah. I can't remember what we're doing. It may be shakshuka. If you look below, we've got a list of the things we're doing. On the 28th, I'll be streaming with Limasniki. This Sunday is our stream anniversary, and like I said, get in Discord and put your ideas for cocktails and desserts in there, and Robbie and I will pick a winner from each category, and you'll get a t-shirt. And then on the 29th, we're doing like a chopped thing where Robbie's gonna go shopping and I gotta figure out what to make, but he's gonna have to eat it. So he should probably be nice.
I might need to be nice.
So that's what we've got going. And we are almost, I think we're 11 away? 10 or 11 away?
10.
10 away from 1,000. And when we hit 1,000, we're doing a bonus stream, and it will be Robbie against me cooking, and you guys are gonna participate by sabotaging or helping us as we go. So there we go. And that is what we've got going on. That's a lot, especially this time of year when people have got kids graduating and stuff going on. But anyway, so I want to say thank you so much. Excuse me. What are you thinking? Whey bread? Yeah, we'll go to Whey Bread, who's awesome. Man, makes delicious things. Follow all of the pictures on Instagram for Whey Bread. Always looks so amazing. That's who we're gonna go see. I wanna say thank you guys so much. Thank you for the subs and the follows and just for bringing your energy in here. I do so appreciate everybody who showed up, whether you came in because you've been following me or you got Kelsey's tweets.
I'm so tired. Let's try that again.
You're so tired? And so thank you so much for being here, and I love you, your faces, I love everything about you guys. Go out into the world, stay wild, be brave, stay kind, you know, those things. Sorry, I'm kind of like, words are hard. But yeah, just let's go and say hello. I'm sorry, I'm kind of, okay, Robbie says say bye. Bye.